Here's my plate. So here's the tuna mixed with the Greek yogurt and the harissa. This is a North African hot sauce. And here's the peas and the carrots I'm going to dip into the tuna. Today I brought a hot meal in this container, so it's just ground beef patty, and I have also a salad for a side, and I brought some vinaigrette for the salad. So this is my lunch. As I said, I have this ground beef patty. I brought some mash, this salad. This is a winter salad, and I brought some homemade vinaigrette I made myself this morning. And have this comté cheese, an orange for dessert, some bread. It's soda bread with dry fruits. Very good. And I also brought a glass, finally, because I didn't have one and it wasn't so easy to clean this container. So it will be better now. And of course, afterwards, I will have a coffee, decaf coffee with a piece of chocolate. For lunch, I'm going to have this leftover gratin I made yesterday for dinner. It's a gratin I make pretty often, in fact. It's because it's very easy and delicious. It's just layers of different ingredients. I make this with frozen zucchinis. I defrost, diced tomatoes and ground beef. I added some herbs and some cheese, and I topped with Swiss cheese shredded. And I baked in the oven for 40 minutes. And it's very, very good. And I'm going to finish this piece of bread from this morning. I think I'm going to add a bit of carrots for freshness, and I'm going to have a piece of camembert. This one is very, very good, and one or two applesauce. In fact, it's not applesauce. I say applesauce all the time, but it's not applesauce. It's peach and apricot. And maybe if I'm still angry, I'm going to have a bit of reblochon, but I don't think so. And afterwards, I'm going to have, of course, some coffee and a piece of chocolate. And of course, I have some water. Obviously it would be a faster process if I had some shredded cheese, but I don't. So if you have some shredded cheese, you can have this and skip this process, which is pretty long. I'm going to add a bit of chives on top because I have some on my windowsill. But obviously you can add whatever dry herbs or nothing. And that's it, it's ready. So here's the final product. I topped with a bit of chives because I still have some chives on my windowsill, but you can add some dry herbs or nothing in fact, and just salt and pepper. And so now I'm going to cook this in the oven for 10 minutes at 210 degrees. Here's my plate, it's totally cooked. I cut some endives and I made myself a vinaigrette with olive oil, vinegar and mustard. And I toasted a piece of bread because it's very good to dip some bread, toasted bread, into the egg mixture. And after then I'm going to have some cheese. I have this camembert, which is very, very good, and an apple for dessert. And maybe if I don't have enough, I will have another one egg mixture after this one. So this is my plate. As you can see, I have some peas, warm peas. I reheated them this morning. They were, it's a can, but when I buy some can, I make sure to avoid any added sugar. For peas it's very difficult to find, but I managed to find some. And I have some cure meat, it's from duck, very good, and some Comté cheese, a bit of raw carrots, but I'm not sure I'm going to eat everything, but they needed to be used up, so it's the reason why I brought them. And hard-boiled egg and a piece of soda bread. I'm not going to eat all of this, I think, just one piece. And an orange for dessert because I make sure in winter to eat at least one orange per day for vitamin C. It's 1 p.m. Welcome back to my office. So this is my lunch. I have some duck smoked meat. It's not the same that I use usually and you see in my videos. It's another one. I think it's better quality because I bought it in an artisan store and it doesn't look the same. And I think it's better quality. And I have a sauce, a bit of cheese, of course, 2 hard-boiled eggs. And this salad is a winter salad. We call this mash, and I think the translation is lamb lettuce, if I'm correct. But unfortunately, I forgot my vinaigrette.
And I think I'm going to make myself a sandwich with this soda bread, the salad, the meat and a bit of cheese, as I don't have any vinaigrette to eat it. And for dessert I have this orange. It's the same as this morning because I ended up not eating it. So I brought it here for lunch. And I have some water, of course, in this bottle for the lunch. And afterwards I will have a decaf coffee with 2 pieces of dark chocolate. This is my dessert, so a large decaf coffee with 2 pieces of dark chocolate.